Hello and welcome to the Valley Stadium. I did an interview just after the end of the season and made a big mistake. We said with all the investment we had last season with a new pitch and a few other bits going on the ground, we said this summer was going to be pretty quiet. Well, the things changed and we made a new plan. Probably shortly after that interview, we set on a new mission to totally redevelop our bar facilities. And thanks to a whole lot of effort from our staff, and a massive thank you to a whole bunch of volunteers who've been here through the summer. We've carried on. I think overall, if you look at our last game of the season when we hosted Reddit and put on our big community day, we had nearly 2,000 people at the ground that day, and it really showed us that we are getting the attention of our local community, and we are being able to put bigger events on. So we've used that as our justification to really invest in the future. I'm going to kind of walk you through what we've done so far. Just a disclaimer, work started 5 or 6 weeks ago. It was a very ambitious project. Like anything else, new things have come up and the task has evolved, and we're going to, a lot of things aren't finished yet, but we're getting there. So I'm going to walk you through it. First thing you'll notice as you come through the ground is the gates have all been totally stripped back and repainted. Hours and hours and hours of endless volunteers have managed to do that. All inside the ground now has been all repainted as well. We've totally renovated our outside toilet block, which, let's be honest, wasn't brilliant. We've kept our existing outside bar, and we're actually looking at potential plans to extend that out again if we can. And then the first thing you'll notice is a massive sign in front of you. So with us recently moving into the Redditch Centre, and that's allowed us to expand our education and move that off-site. We've turned our old education facility into a new matchday bar. What we've had in the last year especially, with so many more increased functions, what's happened is if we've got a function on Friday night, the usual users of our facility who may be doing Friday night football or our junior parents haven't been able to access the main facility. So this is going to be brilliant for them through the week. It's going to provide us additional bar space on a match day, and it also enabled us to invest in our function room, which we're going to show you a little bit later on. So it's not finished yet, but let's go and have a look. Here you go. So as you come in, as I said, we've got lots of different pictures and things to put on the wall, but we'll get the gist of what's here at the moment. So as you first walk in, we've got our cellar in here. The aircon unit for that cellar was fitted today, so thank you very much to Brian from Energy, looks after all of our AC. He's done wonders getting so quickly. And then you're into the bar area. We've got a bit more furniture to put in. We've gone very much for a match day vibe, beer Keller type facility. We've obviously, because it being a bar, we've got multiple screens already put up. Jam Productions, Adrian has helped us with that, along with Gary Cooney. One of our junior coaches also helps us with getting all these facilities up and running. We've got a fantastic PA system that'll make the match days banging, especially for live football events and things like that. We can also use this event for maybe hosting man and match presentations and other bits through that. So we've got multiple screens. You'll notice a huge bar. This bar really is aimed at the volume of match day. So one of the things we know with our facility upstairs is the main stand in this facility was built in the 70s. With our crowds increasing as they are, it's not really built for that. We've got a narrow staircase and a really small bar. This bar has been set up massively for speed. Huge selection of drinks like we've got upstairs. We've gone for the same brands. As you can see, still work in progress. There are a few badges and things that are missing, but everything's out there ready to go. A little bit of paneling still to put up. One of the big additions, we've got a coffee machine on site, and we're going to have mugs and things ready for our parents through the week to make that more appealing. But what we're going to be able to do with this bar is multiple tills, lots more space, loads more bar staff, and getting your beer even quicker, which is great. Also inside the building, we have put a few limited toilets in at the back. Again, predominantly really for the midweek use. But on a match day, we'll have these additional toilets and the ones existing inside, and the outside toilet block, as I say, has already been renovated. So it's a very, very big facility. I think one of the things that was, when we first announced the projects from our supporters, a bit nervous about the size of the room. Once we've got a few extra shelves and what's up in here, one of the things everyone consistently said when they've come inside the bar and had a look is just how big it is. We're going to be comfortably able to get over 100 people in this room. And as I say, serve people far quicker and get beers out on match day. To give you an example of some of the stuff we've got, literally tonight, I think it's Ian and Matt are coming in. We've got loads of our old memorabilia and shirts and pictures to go up. One of the things we've fed back so far is that the upstairs function room was very much a function room ready for different events. This one, we want to have the passion and we want to have the, the red story behind it. We want to put loads of our memorabilia up. And one of the things that we're going to speak to supporters about when the bar first opens and our pre-season game this Saturday is we want your feedback. What is it that we can do within this bar to give us the Redditch identity and to make this feel like one of our big homes? Really, really excited to get this open. We've had a few parents that have come through here so far, but as it stands, we're really, really excited with the prospects of how we can add to our volume, and it's all led to our increased demand on match days. What we've also been able to do in this period is we've totally renovated our function room upstairs. So let's go and take a sneak peek at that. So here's a sneak peek at our function room. What we've done is we've delved into our history, and this room is now being coined the 1891. Let's come take a look. So we are very, very proud of this room. We've also got the boardroom, which actually this week we've had hired out to a training company most of the week. This room is going to be a massive multi-use space. Yes, this is going to be the best hospitality experience you're going to get in non-league for certain, but also lots of private events, lots of different businesses doing different functions. So far already, despite the fact we haven't officially opened a room yet, we've already had a 40th birthday party. We've already had a business meeting. We've already had some training sessions in the room. We've got lots of different furniture for different events. If you look on a hospitality day, this is something like our hospitality will look like. The aim is we'll have just over 100 people in here capacity for our match day hospitality. An unbelievable view of the pitch from the window. Again, lots of investment into multiple screens, the PA system, which is already in place, mobile mics. It's a very much a multi-use facility. We've taken out the stage to create an even bigger dance floor area. And again, with the different furniture we've got here and in the stores, we can do banquet suites, we can do different displays for presentations. We've had loads of inquiries from different companies for sales meetings, Christmas parties. This space now will be totally exclusive to private events and to allow us to ramp our hospitality. Hospitality here for us for the last season especially, 90% of the games have sold out from our board.